Every era has its legend. Some fade away, others evolve, and a few, like the Honda XR650L, simply refuse to die. Now imagine that same unstoppable machine, reborn for the modern age, stronger, smarter, cleaner, and yet just as wild. Yes, the 2026 Honda XR650L is finally here, carrying forward 3 decades of dual sport dominance. But before you think this is just a facelift, wait until you hear what Honda has done under the skin, and stay with me till the end. Because there's a special edition surprise that hardcore fans have been begging for. Welcome to Z Auto Advisor, where we explore the machines that define adventure, freedom, and the timeless joy of the open trail. To understand what makes the XR650L's return so special, you have to go back way back. First launched in 1993, the XR650L was more than a motorcycle. It was a statement, a go-anywhere, do-anything machine that combined the durability of the XR600R with street-legal practicality. Riders loved it because it was unbreakable. A true desert mule, simple, air-cooled, carbureted, and ready to take punishment that would cripple lesser bikes. For decades, it became the go-to for riders who preferred reliability over refinement. Whether it was Baja racing, mountain trails, or long-distance adventure, touring the XR650L was the dependable warrior. Now, in 2026, Honda revives this icon not as a relic of the past, but as a modern adventure thumper engineered for a new generation of riders. At the heart of the 2026 XR650L is the same spirit, a big single-cylinder 4-stroke engine, but completely reworked for the modern world. Displacement remains at 644 cc, but everything else has been refined. It's now liquid-cooled, fuel-injected, and Euro 5 compliant. Power output climbs slightly to around 45 horsepower and 55 Nm of torque, delivered through a broader, more usable mid-range. The famous tractor-like torque is still there, but now it's smoother and easier to manage thanks to ride-by-wire throttle and dual riding modes, Trail and Sport. Trail mode softens the throttle response and optimizes traction, while Sport mode sharpens delivery for aggressive riding. And yes, even though it's modernized, Honda has tuned the exhaust to retain that deep, thumping XR heartbeat, a sound that echoes freedom. A new 6-speed gearbox replaces the old 5-speed, giving the bike better highway cruising comfort. This engine isn't about racing numbers. It's about endless durability, torque on demand, and the confidence that it'll still start after a week in the wilderness. The 2026 XR650L rides on a reinforced aluminum twin-spar frame, replacing the old steel backbone without losing that bulletproof toughness. It's lighter by nearly 10 kilograms, bringing the total wet weight down to around 105 kilo. Impressive for a bike of this size and capability. The subframe is removable for easy maintenance or luggage fitment, while the overall balance between front and rear has been improved for off-road agility. Ground clearance stands tall at 310 mm, meaning you can clear rocks, logs, and ridges without hesitation. The frame geometry remains true to the XR legacy, stable on highways, planted in sand, and precise in the dirt. This isn't a delicate adventure tour. It's a workhorse that still believes simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Off-road performance is where the XR legacy lives, and Honda made sure the 2026 XR650L continues to dominate. Up front, you'll find 47mm Showa inverted forks with full adjustability and a massive 300mm of travel. The rear gets a ProLink adjustable monoshock with 280 meters of travel, giving it true long-leg suspension geometry for technical terrain. The bike feels plush over bumps, yet controlled at speed, perfect for tackling everything from potholes to rocky trails. For brakes, you get dual 310mm front discs with radial-mounted calipers and a 260mm rear disc, both governed by a switchable dual-channel ABS system. Riders can disable rear ABS for trail riding or leave it active for safer road use. This combination of long travel, lightweight, and control makes the XR650L one of the most versatile big dual sports on the planet. At first glance, the 2026 XR650L looks unmistakably XR, rugged, tall, and ready to fight the wilderness. The tank and shrouds follow the classic XR silhouette, but now with sharper edges, modern graphics, and LED lighting throughout. Honda has retained the red and white livery, paying homage to the 1980s desert racers, but with subtle metallic accents that make it pop under sunlight. The seat is flatter, narrower in the middle, and made with anti-slip material, ideal for standing and shifting weight off-road. The LED headlight sits inside a rally-inspired cowl, and the LCD display shows all key information: gear, fuel range, mode, and trip data, in a clean, glare-free layout. There's even a USB-C charging port near the handlebar for navigation or accessories. It's pure functionality dressed in rugged beauty the way a real dual sport should. Honda understands the XR rider, someone who values reliability over endless electronics. That's why the 2026 XR650L keeps it minimal. 2 riding modes: Trail and Sport 3-level traction control, switchable rear ABS digital LCD cluster, LED lighting all around, 12V and USB-C power ports, optional GPS mount, no radar, no TFT distractions, and no unnecessary sensors. Just smart simplicity that enhances your experience without overcomplicating the machine. The bike's ECU allows for optional quick shifter and cruise control kits, but they remain add-ons, not defaults, keeping the soul of the XR intact. The 2026 XR650L is a paradox. It's raw yet refined, wild yet composed. On the road, it feels stable and torquey, effortlessly cruising at 110 km/h while sipping fuel. On trails, the weight disappears. It feels lighter than it looks, flickable, and perfectly balanced. The ride-by-wire throttle gives smooth control in low-speed technical riding, and the long travel suspension eats up bumps like a hungry predator. The XR doesn't pretend to be a race bike or a luxury adventure machine. It's the bike you take when you actually want to explore, not just pose for photos. Whether it's crossing deserts, climbing forest trails, or commuting through city chaos, the XR650L just keeps going. The new model embraces the modern adventure rider's needs. It comes with mounting points for panniers, an engine bash plate, and optional crash bars. Fuel capacity has grown slightly to 13 liters, thanks to a redesigned tank that maintains a slim midsection for stand-up control. Fuel economy hovers around 28-30 km/h, giving a range of nearly 350 kilometers per tank, perfect for remote exploration. Service intervals have been extended to 10,000 kilometers, thanks to improved engine cooling and synthetic lubrication. In short, it's the same rugged XR spirit, built for the realities of modern riding. Now, as promised, here's the surprise. To celebrate the XR650L's legendary desert racing roots, Honda is preparing a limited Desert Rally Edition. This edition features exclusive retro white-red paint scheme with classic XR Rally, decals, high-mounted twin exhaust system, tall windscreen with LED rally lights, factory skid plate, handguards and radiator protection, numbered plaque on the frame, limited to 500 units worldwide. This rally edition transforms the XR650L from a trail machine into a long-distance adventure weapon ready to conquer dunes, trails, and continents. For longtime XR fans, it's a dream come true, a modern icon that stays loyal to its past. So here's the truth. In a world obsessed with touchscreen dashboards and traction sensors, the 2026 Honda XR650L stands as a reminder that adventure doesn't need luxury. It needs grit, torque, simplicity, and a machine that won't quit when things get tough. Honda's revival of the XR650L isn't just a new model, it's a message. The big single-cylinder thumper still matters. It's the motorcycle for riders who crave freedom, not filters. This has been Z Auto Advisor, your home for motorcycle legends. Reborn for the modern age. Would you take the 2026 XR650L across mountains or deserts first? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, ride safe, ride bold, and keep the spirit of adventure alive.